Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is having a wonderful New Year's Eve. And I had just realized that I hadn't really done a wrap up, year in review or anything like that for 2019. I am exhausted. I am a mess. We had our fence, part of our goat fence, actually, due to a high windstorm, fell down yesterday morning. Thankfully, no goats got out. My livestock guardian dog stayed in. But we've been working all day trying to fix that. My husband had to take the day off work. We got most of it done. We've now locked the goats and the dogs in the barn for the night, so that way we can finish everything up hopefully tomorrow. So a little bit of a drama, a little bit of craziness, but I will have a video out on getting that repaired. Hopefully I will have that up tomorrow evening. 2019 had a lot of challenges. I'm still struggling a bit with my Hashimoto's. What else is there? Goodness gracious. Rain, tons and tons of rain, lots of flooding. However, we did get approval for the grant through the USDA EQIP program in order for us to get drainage assistance to repair the drainage, as well as getting a high tunnel so we can do our market gardening, which is one of our goals for 2020, providing we can afford to get it all up, because we have to pay for it ahead of time, and then it will be something that we get reimbursed at least partially for. We're still on the lookout for a contractor to do the drainage project work, where there's drainage pipe that will go along both sides of the barn. We do have somebody to get the gutters put in place, but we have to get the other the drainage pipes, the underground drainage pipes put into place that will go alongside both sides of the barn and then down the slope of the hill, as well as getting the all-weather surface done in the horse sacrifice lot. We call our sacrifice lot, or our winter paddock. We have, they're going to have to dig down, put geotextile, and put layers of gravel, and then a top layer on it, which will be just a gravel pad, essentially, for the horses to be on. So we're really excited about that. We're hoping to get that done as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, the weather's not conducive right now. We had some super warm weather over Christmas, but then it started getting really chilly. It's actually supposed to not be too bad tomorrow, but the wind was brutal today. So working out on the fence today was pretty rough. The garden was not the most successful due to we had excessive rain in the spring, then we had some really high temperatures, and then it dipped down into June being a little bit cooler than normal, and then we popped right back up and we finished off super dry. We did manage to can tomatoes, some pickles. I actually did purchase some things to be able to process them in bulk from local growers. We started making jams and jellies and selling them at farmers markets, so we kind of got our foot in the door with that, and I am excited to say that I am hoping to do more of that next year and attend more farmers markets next year and have produce as well as preserves available. So that's on the goals for 2020. I guess I'm supposed to be talking about 19, and I'm talking a lot about 2020. What else did we do? We lost our sweet dog, Allie. New addition of Anna, our Great Dane pit mix, who is doing amazing. She is 4.5 months old and weighs about 50 pounds. So she's going to be a big girl. Let's see, what else did we have? We had some new goats. We had babies on the way, so we expanded our breeding program. We have 6 does this year, and next year we will have more. I think I'm going to rename this video 2019 wrap up and some 2020 goals at this point. We're expanding our goat breeding business in order to provide goats to people, whether it is for processing or for kids for 4-H projects. So we're super excited about that. We have our 2 lambs that we purchased this year. We're supposed to process them a week ago, but unfortunately my mom became ill, and her and my dad haven't been able to come over and help me do that. So that will be coming about, and just maybe some things I would have done differently. I think I would have started some of my plants earlier, and I needed to research and use my Clyde's planner a little bit better. I didn't get my spring garden done in time, and then I kind of lost track of time in August when I should have been getting things ready to put out for the fall garden, and just kind of blew right over it and didn't really get much fall garden in. I did manage to plant some things in my pots out off the porch, but not really too much grew because it grew unseasonably warm in the plants just really didn't do well, and it got super dry, and I struggled keeping up on the watering. So some things that I need to note for next year is making sure that I actually give myself a schedule. That's a thing that I really learned, is that I really need a gardening schedule. I think that would really help me to make sure that I do things a little bit more in a timely manner, and I catch them and say, oh, that's right, I have to plant my fall vegetables, or I need to plant these particular ones to get in. Because I do really want to get that fall and summer, and then, spring, summer, then winter gardens, so we get all of those seasons and we can grow as much of our food as possible. Another thing we learned is with excessive heat, growing the market chickens for the kids for 4-H was really hard on the birds. And, some people may not agree with, raising and processing your own food, or not fans of processing meat or eating meat in general. We still want those animals to be happy and healthy. So we have decided that we will not be showing, the kids will not be showing market birds, which are Cornish crosses, at fair, because excessive heat around that time of year is very difficult and very hard on those birds. So we're going to just make sure that we do a batch for ourselves in the spring and another batch when it starts cooling off in the fall. So that way the animals are happier and healthier and a lot better off during that season. We are discussing possibly raising some Cornish crosses in order to process them and sell them. I have a couple of egg customers that are interested in having pasture raised chicken. So that would mean we would have to build a couple more chicken tractors. So that's something that we definitely are looking into. We did some research on it and figured out, make sure that we follow the rules. Oh, goodness gracious, I really don't know what else there is to say. I think that's about it. I just want to tell everyone thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's support, and I wish everyone luck. Please continue to do your planning and continue to homestead in whatever manner that you're able to, whether it be raise container gardens, a small flock of chickens, you raise eggs, however you want to do it for you. And if you're not even able to do any of those, continue research to get yourself ready. It's a never-ending journey. I received a couple of wonderful books for Christmas. One of them is on canning and preserving, that I am delving into to expand my knowledge and be able to can and preserve some more items. I also got an Excalibur dehydrator for Christmas from my mom, because she's amazing. And you guys will be seeing some dehydrating videos coming up. And then finally, I purchased a wonderful book, and I will show it. I'll have to show it to you guys later because I don't have it. It's downstairs. But I purchased an awesome book on butchering animals. And it's got rabbits, chickens, sheep, goat, and hogs in it. And it is one of the highest recommended butchering books. So I'm super excited about delving into that, so that way I can process some of the more mid-sized animals like my lambs, and learn a bit more about butchering those and more in detail. And I think that's about it. So thank you so much, guys. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a blessed Christmas, and we'll talk to you all soon.